Aries, Sun, Moon and Rising. What's up guys? Hope you're doing well. We're going to do a love reading today, taking a look at what is going on with the person who you are dealing with. Remember though, it is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. However, if you are interested in personal readings, I have a half price sale on at the moment. A link for that is in the description box below. So, overall energy of the reading, Aries, is the Ten of Pentacles, so there is definitely something big or major happening as it relates to the long term or commitment here. The main focus is the Ten of Wands. So there is some type of cycle that is ending here, but there's some type of kind of final obstacle or something in the way. There may be elements here though to do with somebody accepting responsibility or becoming more responsible. That focus is on the long term here. Could actually be a decision that feels involved with this, but that someone is maybe holding back from at the moment with the Ten of Wands. So there's a lot of focus and serious consideration around the long term and how we are manifesting something here with that Ten of Pentacles energy. We'll have a look what the main block or challenge is here. Some of you could have a work-based connection as well that is maybe a little bit blocked or restricted at the moment because someone feels it's not the correct thing to do to pursue it due to the kind of professionalism of it. However, with that Ten of Wands energy, it usually means it is something that is coming to an end because of it being the tens and associated with the end of a cycle. The main blocks and challenges here is the Lovers. So where I've just said about a decision, an important one needing to be made, but there's maybe, I wouldn't say resistance to it, it's more about giving it the correct consideration due to the long-term implications with it. The Lovers, that Gemini energy, is a focus on a bigger life decision that hasn't been made yet, but is in the process of being decided or acted on. Also, for those of you where there potentially is a work-based connection or flirtation where someone is holding themselves back, the energy of the Lovers there, Gemini, is someone wanting to talk or spend some more time with someone, but having reservations or being more reserved about it. Two more shuffles, never mind. We've got the Empress here as well, so two major arcana showing up in the blocks as it relates to this reading. So there's a lot of focus here on the long term, or what someone, or at least a contemplative energy of what someone wants in the long term, and particularly with this Ten of Pentacles and Ten of Wands, is something or someone ready for something more serious at the moment. The energy of the Empress being focused on love, growth and expansion. There is also elements here though with the combination of those two to do with flirtation, or particularly because of the Ten of Wands energy, a work-based attraction that is maybe has possibly moved into that flirtatious side of things a little bit, but then there's no sort of solid action that's being taken on it after that. But there is a vibe here for some of you Aries, and there's something to do with like power or responsibility. So there's probably some type of power imbalance there, or what is proper. So this could be with someone that is potentially like a boss or a team leader. If you're someone who is self-employed, this could be like a client. When I was a personal trainer a long time ago, and only for a brief time, there was a situation with a client where there was that type of energy and vibe, but with them being a client, I could not or would not pursue it, even if I wanted to. But seems like someone here, the main focus of the reading, Aries, is someone who has given this situation a lot of thought and is kind of ready to step into the next stage of this commitment and what the two of you are building in the long term. Their intentions are the Devil, Capricorn energy. However, in this case, it's some of the more positive things to do with that card. So with the focus there on Capricorn energy, planning out moves and their long-term implications before initiating action on them. With that Capricorn energy again, focused on the long-term commitment, what is being built, what someone wants long-term. So it seems this person is ready for something more serious, but there's a kind of Libran energy here to really weighing up or considering something before initiating action. But we've got the Six of Wands, so there's some type of direct action towards yourself, or which they want to do in order to kind of let you know where they're at or what they're wanting next. The other aspect here, there is a secondary storyline that is consistently showing up here, is someone who there is a holding back in a work-based situation or dynamic, and the connection or the potential of it is maybe being resisted for a while, but they're unable to shake something in a kind of physical sense from this connection, and they want to get to know you better to see if there's potential beyond that extreme physical attraction. With these Six of Wands there's something that they're going to make their intentions a little bit more obvious to you. Let's see for the main storyline, what is this person's actions? We've got Justice, the Libran energy that I was just talking about. Two components to that. There's a real careful consideration here of the law of cause and effect, which a Libran energy rules over. Every action has an equal reaction. So what if they want, or they're finally starting to feel ready for something long-term and something serious, what are the steps that we need to take or that we need to potentially avoid in order to make it happen? The other aspect to do with the Justice energy here is to do where I was just saying about someone, I'm a Libra myself, so the kind of sitting on the fence a little bit or overthinking something to the point where we're not taking action, that 10 of Wands energy. There's also something here for those of you dealing with the work-based situation. Ooh. Judgment, Libran energy, and then, Justice, Libran energy, and then Judgment, Scorpio energy. For those dealing with a work-based situation, there's some type of change or release here. So this is making me to use myself as an example, there's something here about a decision or an ending that they are creating that may allow them to explore something with yourself. So like if there is a client kind of relationship there, when someone is no longer a client, then maybe we can see where that goes. For the main portion of this reading though, seems to be someone who is ready for the next stage in this connection, has maybe been holding back for some time. We've been waiting to see if something beyond where we're at the moment would manifest. This could have been based because of the two blocks being the Lovers and the Empress, which can be very sexually or physically charged cards or energies. Could have been someone where this has maybe been a more casual relationship for some of you that is now starting to progress into something serious and long-term and committed. But with whatever, we've got a lot of end of cycles here with the double 10 in the main energy and focus, and then the judgment card is the number 20, two tens. So the resistance to this connection in terms of it growing and manifesting into something more stable, committed, where this person is ready for the kind of responsibility of that. I do like that they've weighed up those considerations. Seems that whatever has been holding them back, that kind of Libran energy of being on the fence, they're ready to make a big important decision around the connection and that next stage, or that first stage of commitment between the two of you, and some of their reservations or things that have been holding them back they're about to release, and then there's a direct conversation with you about that next step. Anyway guys, that is your reading. Hope you enjoyed it and it resonated. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Remember though, it is a general reading, so it won't be for everyone, unfortunately. Take what fits and leave the rest. However, if you are interested in personal readings, you can check out the seal in the description box below. Cheers.